Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. I'm here in the refinery because I need to pick up something for the next phase in our base build. We're going to start making rocket fuel via the coal liquefaction process. We'll take coal, we'll turn it into light oil, petroleum, heavy oil, and then we'll convert all those things into solid fuel, and then the solid fuel gets turned into rocket fuel. So it's a pretty straightforward process. I've already set up a bunch of mining drills on this iron mine up here, or this coal mine. I've added that to our resource list, so it's called coal rocket fuel. It's got 32 million, should last a long time, I would think. And I set up a couple train stations. Unfortunately, as luck would have it, my grid wants to run right through the center of it, so I decided just to cut it short. So we'll have to grid our way around this, I suppose, as we expand. And this is a one-way into two-way station junction that you've probably seen me use before in my Angels mods series. Essentially, trains come in on this rail, and then they can either go straight to this station, or they can come down here and go to this station, and then when they exit, they either go straight across or they come down like this. So it's a nice way to take two unidirectional tracks and run them directly into two double-headed stations in a compact manner. I kind of like this. I didn't come up with it. I've seen it. I saw it used somewhere else, but I think it's pretty elegant. All right, so the reason I'm in the refinery is because I need to get some heavy oil. If you look at the coal liquefaction process, you'll see that it takes 10 coal, 25 heavy oil, and 50 steam. And then it converts those into 35 heavy, 15 light, and 20 petroleum. So the issue is that you need heavy oil before you can make more heavy oil. So you have to collect some heavy oil to jumpstart it to begin with, or to prime the system, I guess you could say. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a little heavy oil barreling station right here. I've crafted 5 barrels. There we go. So now I've got some heavy oil that I can take up there to get started. And 5 barrels, I think, will be enough to get the process going. I've also made some refineries, which we're going to need. And there's something I'm forgetting. I've got pipes, I've got refineries, heavy oil. Oh, I need boilers. I need boilers to make steam. And I'm just going to use the boilers that we used for our steam power. Since we're already going to have coal, I'll just burn the coal to make the steam. It looks like I'm going to need 18 boilers. Let's see. 12. How did 12 turn into 42 down here? That's strange. I said output by factory, and I put in 12, and then it's telling me I need 42 refineries. And I came up with this number because I was trying to figure out what would consume all the coal that I'm going to be getting out of that mine. I essentially want to be able to consume all of it. Let's try this again. No, I don't want steam. Add a recipe. Okay. Yeah, so let's... Yeah, coal liquefaction is the recipe that I want. There's no recipe just to get light oil, is there? Oh, maybe there is. Let's see what this says. No, that doesn't work. All right, so coal liquefaction, 12 factories, 42. Okay. Well, you know, Helmod has never worked very well when it comes to the oil stuff for some reason. So we're just going to have to figure it out ourselves. Let's see. Boilers. Yeah, I'm sure 50 will be more than enough. Thank you very much. 41 even. That'll be fine. All right, so let's go to rocket fuel passenger station, which is way up there. Fortunately, it's all under radar coverage, thanks to our research that we've done to upgrade the radar. I really like that mod. It's made it a lot easier to not have to worry about radar. Although with the grid, you know, it would be pretty easy just to put a radar in the center of each of these grid junctions, and that would probably cover everything pretty nicely if I wasn't using that mod. Okay, so I was in the process of, of getting these belts run. So let's continue to do that. There are 6 of these belts, so I'll run them into a 6-to-6 balancer if I have one. If not, then I'll do an 8-to-6 or an 8-to-8 or something. I think there's a 6-to-6 in here. Yeah, there it is. 6-to-6. As usual, it's a little bit ugly. And we're going to want to upgrade that to blue. There we go. All right, so let's turn it on. Okay, awesome. All right. So I'm thinking we set up the process over here, just above this. If we had another grid junction, yeah, this would be the last power pole before the next 4-way junction. So I'll try to keep everything contained here, so that later on, you know, if this mines out, we can add another junction and continue the grids in that way. Okay, so we'll bring the belts over. I probably should have brought more belt with me. I might have to go back for more. I probably will. I always do. I always have to go back for more. What I should do is set up one of these wagons to hold belts, and then I could just send my train back to the main base, load up, and then bring it back without me having to go with it. I think that would be the best way to do it. So I'll work on that in my spare time. Yeah, and I'm almost completely out of belts now. Okay, well, yeah. So I think the first thing I'm going to want to do is make the steam. Well, first let's set up one of these just so we can see what it's going to need. Okay, so this is going to have productivity modules. And then of course it's going to be, you know, all covered up with beacons. And let's do it a little different this time. Let's see, I'm going to need room. Okay, yeah, so let's not do that. If I do it like this, see, I can't put these right next to each other. But if I put a space of 3 in between, I'm trying to see how I can best tile these with the beacons. I think, yeah, what if I do this? Yeah, I think this is the best way to do it, and then they'll tile, and then I can put another one in the middle. I mean, I could really put even more in the middle, but I don't want to go crazy with it. Yeah, if I do this, then they'll get hit with 6 each. Like so. Okay. So let's throw those in there, throw those in there. This needs productivity. Okay, and I'm going to set up 12 of these to begin with, and then we'll see if we need more. All right, so one of these needs 35 steam per second. All right, so, whoops. Sorry about that. All right, so let's add a recipe for steam. Steam from a boiler. And what was it? 35? It says we need 1. Okay, let's make it 350. 6. All right, so we need 0.6 for each one of these. 0.6 times 12 is 7.2. So that means that we need 8 boilers. Right? And we can put those down here. All right. So these are going to be consuming, we'll take coal off of this first belt for those guys. Or maybe I should pull it down from the bottom. I guess yeah, maybe it does matter. I'm going to have 12 of these. What would be cool, yeah, let me get rid of this. Let's figure out how we're going to get the coal up there, right? I've got 6 belts, and I'm going to have 12 machines. So I think what would be nice would be just to have a belt run up the middle of each one. Like that. Come on. Why does it... Okay. Why does it always autosave as soon as I try to rotate something? I swear it seems like I'm autosaving every 30 seconds. Okay, let's check that again. Yeah, 35.5, 7 per second on coal. That's fine, although I think that means I need stack inserters. Okay, and then we'll repeat that on down the line. Let's see. 2 of those are going to consume 14... Really? 14 coal per second? Yeah, so these blue belts are kind of overkill. I'm going to need more than 12, is what that's telling me. So maybe I continue the belt going up. Okay. But in any case, I do need to make the steam. So I think I'll make the steam down here, below this. There we go. I'm going to pick up some of these belts so I can extend this. Okay. Okay. That's not... Yeah, that'll work. Oh, did I really do that? Okay. These need to move down one. Okay. And then that needs to move down one as well. Right. And then we'll run these like this. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I guess this one is going to be a little bit different than his brothers. There we go. All right. So that's all the steam. And how much steam is this going to make total? It won't tell me. All right. Let's get it some water. And I'll give it 2 pumps just in case. And as luck would have it, we have water close by. So I'll just run the pipe from here. Okay. Yeah, we'll do 2 pumps. I think 1 is enough, but we'll do 2 just in case. There we go. And now they're making steam. Okay. So let's power these up. I may be able to get lucky since we have a lot of space in between. Yeah, nice. I can use substations to power this up. Okay. So now we just need to get some heavy oil in the system to get the party started. I'll do that because I'm going to start blueprinting and copying this. These are going to have to move. No, those are okay. Okay. Let me... All right. No, that's fine. Let's do that. Okay. So why am I doing this? Because we have to loop the heavy oil back. And let's check this again. Yeah, we take 25 heavy oil in and 35 comes out. And it'll actually be a lot more than 35 because of the productivity bonus. So we do need the heavy oil to loop back in, but we're certainly not going to be using all of it. All right, so I think what I'll do is, and again, I'm going to try not to use too much space here. I'll just put that there, and we'll put it into a tank. I'll pump some of it out to go back into the process. And then the rest of it, I'll pump out this way to be turned into light oil. Sorry for the long pause there. Hard for me to think and do things at the same time. Okay, so now we can actually just put the heavy oil into the tank. So we put the empty heavy oil recipe, we throw our barrels in there, and there we go. Okay, and then this will start to make enough that it can keep itself going. All right. So like we normally do, we set up the pipes like this, and then the petroleum has to come out so that we can get clear of the beacons. Okay, and then we're going to copy this. Well, to begin with, we're going to copy this 6 times. All right, so I'm going to get rid of these things. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that. And let's see if we can do this without mixing any fluids. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and then if we ever reach the point where we need more, then all we need to do is throw in more speed beacons. Okay, and I'm out of blue belts, as I knew I would be. So let me get rid of this stuff. That one can stay. These are not going because they have no coal. But we can see that the heavy oil is starting to fill up these pipes. Okay, so I need more speed beacons. And I need a lot more belts. Or not speed beacons, but speed modules. And I need a lot more belts. So let's go to the modules area. I did add a passenger station over in the modules area. So we'll go there and get refilled on modules. Yeah, you know what? I don't want... I'm going to have to get rid of auto trash. Otherwise, whenever I come here, the bots are going to put my trash into storage, which I don't really want to happen. Where did it go? Did they take it already? Yeah, they did. All right, let me go just clean the junk out of this place. It's got wood. We've got stone, more wood. Here we've got some belts and stuff. Okay, everything else looks clean. Got a lot of blue circuits now. That's cool. And we've got 200 and some speed modules and close to 1,000 productivity modules. So module production is going pretty good, I would say. This is filled up, so we're doing good there. All right, let's go to the main base to fill up on belts. And I'll put my junk in this train car to be emptied out. I still need to put beacons and modules on the smelting. Okay, let's get rid of this too. I don't need those boilers anymore. Actually, you know what? Give me those boilers back. I'll take them with me and I'll just put them in a chest up there. That way if I have to expand it later, I'll have the boilers right there. I won't have to come back for them. Of course, knowing me, I'll probably forget that I have them there and come back here anyway, and then they won't be here. So I'll just leave them here. All right, rocket fuel. Let's go. Habitation modules. That research is going pretty slow. I wonder what's holding us up there. I mean, it seems slower than usual. I'm missing which science? High tech. High tech science. Oh, we don't have batteries. I forgot that I did that. I stopped that so that I could get more batteries for myself to make all those extra roboports. And I forgot to put that back there. That's a drag. Yay. Okay, well, that'll get going again. But that did slow us down quite a bit. Oh well. Alrighty. So let's get some more coal going here. Okay. All right. Two more. Please don't run out of belts again. All right, and one more. There we go. Okay. So we are now making lots of petroleum. We're making lots of light oil. We're making lots of heavy oil. And again, we'll see the heavy oil go up and down. Now, here's the thing. I want to make sure that I've always got enough heavy oil in that tank to keep this process running. I don't want it to get inadvertently run dry and then stop because I don't have any more heavy oil. So we need 123 heavy oil per second to keep it running. And the cycle time here is 5 seconds. So what's 123 times 5? I don't know, plus 100%. Let's call it 2,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell this pump not to run unless I have at least 2,000 heavy oil in here. Okay, so we'll run that when it's greater than or equal to 2,000. That way we'll keep a little buffer of heavy oil in the tank to make sure that we can keep these machines fed with what they need before we send it up here to get cracked. Okay, so let's put in some storage tanks for our other products. I'll put petroleum here. Or maybe I should put the tanks down there. Yeah, let's put the tanks down here. We've got the space. There we go. So that's where we'll put our petroleum tank. And then the oil tank I'll put there. All right, and then this should begin to run nonstop. And we'll be able to see the heavy oil build up to 2,000, and then this pump will turn on, and then it'll start. Actually, it turned on already. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so running good. So let's see how much we're making here. Yeah, that's a lot of heavy oil. All right, and then like I said before, all the heavy oil we're going to turn into light oil, and then all the light oil we are going to turn into solid fuel, and the petroleum we're going to turn into solid fuel as well. That's not the best. That's not the best way to make solid fuel because you need 20 petroleum to make one versus 10 light oil. The other option would be to export the petroleum to be used elsewhere, but I would prefer just to have this be a self-contained process and just convert everything into the product that we want to make here. Okay. I'm considering adding a couple more speed beacons in between these things. But let's see how we do with this. Okay, so in the next episode, we will start to tackle cracking this stuff. We could start planning that out now. So this is what we're going to be getting. Right, we're going to be getting, this is nice. It shows the net rate, which is what we produce minus what we consume. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to be getting 100 heavy, 96 light. Let's see what we need to crack that stuff. All right, so if we crack heavy to light oil, all right, as usual, we're going to be beaconing this stuff up and putting in modules. So in a chemical factory, 3 productivity modules. I need to leave at least one tile in between each one, so we're only going to get some will be affected by 4 beacons and some will be affected by 3 beacons. Unless I just line them up so that they all get 3 per side. I think I'd rather do that, and that way they'll all run at the same speed. So let's say 6 affecting each one. Okay, and then we'll compute by factory. So one factory will consume 60 heavy oil per second. 2 will consume 118, which is more than what our net production is going to be. I'm assuming that this takes modules into account. All right, so we're going to need 2 doing the cracking of heavy to light. Okay, so we'll start with that. Oh, I just deleted it. That was nice. All right. Crud. All right, let's add that back in. Heavy to light by factory 2. Oh. Modules 6 beacons, 2 speed modules each, 118.4. Pin it. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so we'll start getting into that in the next episode. We'll set up the beacons or the chemical plants to do the cracking. Heavy to light, and then light will be just cranking out solid fuel, and petroleum will be cranking out solid fuel. So that's coming up next. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.